పెన్షన్ అప్డేషన్ మీద మీ ఎఫర్ట్స్కి మన రిజల్ట్స్కి ఏ విధంగా టర్న్ అవుతుందని తెలుసుకుందామని వచ్చాను.
Pension scheme was introduced in the banking industry in 1995 with retrospective effect of 1993. Actually, the settlement was signed in 1995, but it was given retrospective effect from 1993 for historical reasons. That is to say clearly, to give that pension benefit to Mr. 𝐾𝐞𝐽, who also is one of the signatories in the pension settlement. If it were to be given by 1995, it would not have been eligible for pension scheme. Only to enable that pension benefit to come to Mr. 𝐾𝐞𝐽, the settlement was antedated with effect from 1993 because 𝐾𝐞𝐽 retired from the services in the month of January 1993. So, as a quid pro quo arrangement, since they have given a benefit to Mr. 𝐾𝐞𝐽, IBA, they have agreed to, unions have agreed to delete the pension updation clause deliberately in the regulations, printed regulations. But as otherwise, it was signed. But they have deliberately deleted to mention in the regulations sent to the government. It is a deliberate fraud committed by IBA and 𝐕𝐞𝐳 combined. Then there is no pension updation clause. IBA, even they have signed in the affidavit filed in Supreme Court, they have made a mention that there is no pension updation clause because it is not printed in the regulations. Though it is signed, it is not printed. That means it has not been submitted to the Parliament. Deliberately, by omitting it, they have said it. That's how it is not figured in the regulations. It is a deliberate act of fraud committed by unions and IBA with the support of unions. Then we got under RTA, we got the documentary evidences. The actual settlement signed by unions and IBA that have clearly mentioned pension updation must be on RBI lines only. If any alterations are to be made, it must be done with mutual consent. They have written in the signed in the document. And the same document was circulated by the same Venkatachalam as General Secretary of Tamil Nadu Bank Employees Federation. At that time he was the General Secretary of Tamil Nadu Bank Employees Federation. He circulated it. Then I sent it, Mr. Venkatachalam, under your signature you have circulated this pension settlement, signed, and in that settlement you see and page number so and so, clause number 2 you read. Bolke highlighted. Pension must be done on RBI pattern. Pension updation should be done on RBI pattern only. If any changes are contemplated, it must be done with mutual consent. What does it mean?
It is agreed.
Now
they cannot go back.
We have made them to sandwich. So this is the background I tell you. Why pension settlement was signed with the antedate? One is to benefit Mr. 𝐾𝐞𝐽 to come with the pension, to bring him in the pension scheme, as otherwise he was not eligible. It is a gift to him, gift given to him. Of course, I am not pinpointing that fact. Okay, You give it. It's a good. It's
Benefit
good
to
you have
the-
done.
benefit to
But
the
at the same time, don't pay Paul by robbing the Peter. Just because you have given pensionary benefit to Mr. 𝐾𝐞𝐽 Chakravarti, that doesn't mean you must deny pension updation to all of us. Which you have done at the cost of that you have done benefited Mr. 𝐾𝐞𝐽 Chakravarti. This is what I want to highlight. Many people may not be knowing it.
Maybe still I don't.
This is the hidden history I am telling. And now we will come to the point. Discreetly in 2015, in 2008, they have amended the clause. Restrictive clause was there in 35(1). In that 35(1), pension updation should be done only to those who have signed, those who have retired in 5th and 6th bipartite settlement only,
How could it be?
not others.
How could it be?
That was there. Pension updation should be given to those who have signed, those who have retired in 5th and 6th. Subsequently, that was given only to them. In that they have given special updation. So and so amount, so and so. They have mentioned the amount also. Whereas in 2008, that restrictive clause was removed and made pension updation should be done to all.
Good.
In support of them, according to that clause, we are entitled to pension updation to one and all. This is what the stand we have taken.
Obvious.
So, as per that, it should be given to everybody. That's all. Now, the question is, we have got to wage the war. Even Nirmala Sitharaman took initiative, and Mr. Umesh Sharma from State Bank of India, he took the lead to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji in person with the good officers of legendary leader 𝐈𝐾. A meeting was arranged with the active involvement of Mr. Chadha, D.P. Chadha, now BJP president.
Nadda.
At that time, Nadda. At that time, he was working president. I am talking about some 10 years back. What happened 10, 15 years back? So, then he explained everything to Narendra Modi ji in the presence of Mr. 𝐾𝐞𝐽's house, who came for dinner at that time. He used to visit Advani's house for dinner occasionally. Then he submitted all the papers. He said, I will look at it. At the same time, Nadda also took Mr. Umesh Sharma ji to Nirmala Sitharaman. And Nirmala Sitharaman gave a special interview to Mr. Umesh Sharma, video conferencing, where he explained everything in detail. After that, she made public announcement in the IBA, even in newspaper, media also. She did keep quiet with that. What did it? Under Rajya Sabha Act, see, our pension regulations come under subordinate legislation to the original pension, central government pension regulations. Whether it is Syndicate Bank or State Bank of Hyderabad or any bank, 𝐻𝐴𝐳 Bank, all these regulations, including RBI and all these things, NABARD, all pension schemes, they are subordinate legislation to the central government pension scheme. So, a committee is there, Committee of Subordinate Legislation in Rajya Sabha. That Committee of Subordinate, any amendment, any matter related to pensions, pension regulations, any amendments that should be sent to Rajya Sabha and it will be placed before the Committee of Subordinate Legislation. With their approval only, it can be presented to Lok Sabha for passing the amendments. So, the Committee of Subordinate Legislation, that's how Nirmala Sitharaman appointed a Rajya Sabha committee, Navanitha Krishnan committee, to go into for pension updation under Rajya Sabha Act. Apart from 12 members of the Rajya Sabha, even 8 members from the IBA from different banks, CMDs of public sector banks, were also placed in that committee. That committee toured Calcutta and Bhubaneswar and they submitted a report. There IBA said there is no pension updation. It is, since the issue is concerning the senior citizens of the IBA must rethink, give pension updation. Both they have given a ruling.
Committee has given ruling.
Committee. So afterwards, everybody knows. Then only our so-called unions opened their from their wake up from their deep slumber. Till such time they were sleeping. Then only after Nirmala Sitharaman's initiative only these people woke up. We want pension updation. We want pension updation. And they submitted memoranda in Navanitha Krishnan committee at Bhubaneswar and Calcutta also. So afterwards, you know what all things have happened. So in this background, what happened? Already a case is filed. That Singla's case was filed by Oriental Bank of Commerce, Bank of others in Haryana High Court. And that was actually, there was a slight flaw. Since our people have relied only on regulations, they relied only on the settlements, bipartite negotiation settlements, so only they relied as per that settlement, as per the agreement. Instead of relying on the regulations, they relied more on settlements. So that's how the case was not properly handled and it went against us. Actually, the man behind that case filed by originally was Sidhu, Oriental Bank of Commerce Officers Association, General Secretary. It is also who filed a criminal complaint against the same CMD of Oriental Bank of Commerce for having mismanaged pension corpus funds. That's what I am referring in my speech. Some battery company was given 200 crores. That went back. It is Mr. Sidhu who filed the criminal case, and even the chairman managing director was convicted and he was penalized with a penalty, nominal penalty. That is a different story. And now, at that time, after Navanitha Krishnan committed all these things positively, there is a positive response from the government in support of or for pension updation. So the same thing was pleaded by our people in Singla's case, pending at Delhi Supreme Court, saying that, sir, government is also favorable, kindly look into the matter. The matter was standing like that only in Supreme Court. It was lying in the court storage. In the interval period, in 2019, December, the then Chief Justice 𝐕𝐞𝐧𝐤𝐚𝐵 came to Vijayawada, where he was felicitated. At that time, we took that opportunity. Many people have given so many memoranda, all unions and associations, they gave just blah blah blah, outright, pension updation, pension updation. Then I told, you have given a specific request to you. Our case is pending. I gave a detailed account of the case And how it is pending? Sir, our pension is not being updated. For every, it is established practice that the pension should be revised as and when the salaries are revised. Whereas employees' salaries were revised, working employees, 8 times in this bipartisan, but whereas not even a single revision was taken place for our pension, which has remained static for over 3 decades. Our case is pending like this. Kindly, I gave the entire details of our case. Then he gave assurance. No, I will look into this matter. Because my representation is concerning of the Singh's case. I mentioned the case number, details, everything I gave. Then this happened in the month of 25th of December 2019. Exactly, I remember. 25th of December. Christmas Day. He assured me, definitely I will look into it. You know, our case was at that time, it was posted to February 2020. Because, and the judge, one of the judges was also COVID affected. The case was postponed. Then immediately, after going back to headquarters, summoned the list and preponed the case from February to January, 1 month, by substituting the COVID affected judge. Great gesture on the part of 𝐕𝐵. I am very much thankful to him. It is on that day Supreme Court has ordered IBA, you must submit a report. If detailed report is not possible, at least interim report you must submit. They gave 3 months time. Since then, the case was, the issue was dragged. You know pretty well how can they drag the matter in the courts. They manage money power. All these things, dramas will take place only in the registry. Registry is the place where all manipulations take place for delaying the cases and all these things.
The string of cases.
Actually, an episode is also there. You may not be knowing, but I will separately, I will tell it. So, when it was, now the case is submitted to report, that we have also simultaneously followed the matter through legislature. That is, one of my friends, Dr. Ravi Kumar, is an MP from 𝐕𝐵 constituency, from DMK. He was a DMK Tamil Nadu. He was our ex-colleague. Through one of my friends, we approached him and he was kind enough to raise a question in the parliament. On 3 or 4 occasions, we took his help. He repeatedly questioned. Afterwards, in one second time or third time, he again raised the question. At that time, the Minister of Finance categorically told IBA has submitted its report as directed by the Supreme Court. They made a mention. As per the directions of the Supreme Court, IBA has already submitted its report. The contents cannot be disclosed now. It is sub judice since the matter is directly concerned with Supreme Court and is in the hands of the Supreme Court. Categorically told. That means it is confirmed that IBA has submitted its report in terms of the directions given by the Supreme Court in by virtue of my 𝐕𝐵 kind gesture. Now the report has to come. The cat is out, should be out of the bag. Even now, IBA, right from the beginning, they are very much concerned that they don't want to give 10% incremental rise. What was given in Reserve Bank of India? Retirees. Here, the main problem is, for Reserve Bank of India or IDBI or LIC, all they come under subordinate legislation to the pension regulations, like us.
Under also.
But the wage settlement, when they are signing the settlements, they ensured 10% increase in the wages, all settlements. 10% rise in their basic. Mind it.
That is what?
No. For LICs.
For LICs.
I am talking about LIC, RBI and others. Other bank, IDBI and others. Whereas in the banking sector, it is not 10%. It is not even 3%. Because while distributing the load factor, they gave more, unions have given more importance for levy collections, for arrears, ignoring the long-term benefit of basic benefit. See, any organization should give more stress for the basic pension, because basic salary, all terminal benefits are paid to basic, whether it is gratuity, pension or provident fund. Resultantly, because they gave more importance for the
others,
for levy collections, they gave for arrears, a lot of funds were distributed, load factor. Much of the major chunk of the load factor was gone to arrears for levy collections. Because of that, we lost drastic erosion in the basic pension, basic salary. Hardly not even 3 or 4%. That the 𝐈 is now saying that in Reserve Bank of India and other banks there is 10%, whereas in our banking sector it is not 10%, not even 3 to 4%. That means they don't want to give 10% increase in the pension, basic pension as per RBI pattern. That is coming in the way. That is the crux of the problem. Now 𝐈 is taking a stance that we don't want to give you 10%. That's how ipso facto has come into the picture. Ipso facto is the theory evolved by 𝐈 only. Ipso facto theory evolved by 𝐈 only. Ipso facto means just like that, something like that. Not RBI. At the same time, you cannot say RBI. As per ipso facto theory of RBI, IBA, all retirees will be notionally brought to 10th BPS. 10th BPS is the take-off point for our pension updation. All retirees will be brought to 10th BPS notionally and fix them at the appropriate basics notionally.
From their updation.
On that they will pay. That's how updation is, basic pay is updated.
Stocks.
That's how basic is updated. Because what all the increase they have given, 3% or 4%, whatever it may be, over a period of time, settlement after settlement, that is populated to 10th BPS. There, everybody will be fixed and they pay dearness relief as per applicable rates. This is called ipso facto. As per that, there will be roughly 10,000 rupees loss will be there in the basic pension. Basic pension for retirees. This is the position. And what the report they have given, I don't think ipso facto will be true, because as per the information given, as per the indications given to me, there is a strong, because the retiree organizations have signed, they have, it seems to have discreetly obtained the consent of the, especially AIBRF and Mr. C. N. Prasad's association in State Bank, is that no? State Bank of Mysore. And that he has also one organization, State Bank Retirees Association or something like that. They have given consent. Because C. N. Prasad has gone on record. He suggested the same ipso facto theory through Venkatachala. It is the brainchild of IBM only. The only thing is
Voice note.
with their stamp, as if these people they have requested for so far. No.
His master's voice.
This is all stage management, managing melodrama. Drama and melodrama has taken place. By virtue of that, we are not going to get pension of patient or not be pattern. It is ruled out. Only ipso facto will become. That report, what they have given, that report should see the day of the light once the adjournment is finalized. And now, coming to our residual issues. Insofar as the residual issues, where CLC meeting has already 5 times it is adjourned since May, since March 2025, I am talking about this year, March. Since March, some 5 adjournments have taken place. So, finally, they have slated for 15th October, next month. In all probability, I am given to understand this, they may announce this 8,088 points DM merger with the 2016 price index. That because it is an issue, because it is one of the issues in the residual issues, one of the item. The very second item is residual issues is only 8,008 points DM merger with the 2016, which was not given, which was given only to the 12th BPS retirees, not others. They have given only up to 12th BPS retirees only. Now, that should be given to all, right from the beginning, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. They have to be given the benefit which is going to be figured with the residual issues concerning the retirees. Leave alone other issues concerning the working class, we are not concerned, we are not bothered. Because 5-day banking is the main agenda for this prestige issue for 𝐕𝐸𝐾𝐚. He is sitting, he is clinging that unless that is signed, we will not sign. The delay is because of 𝐕𝐸𝐾𝐚 only. Nobody is there. He is dead against pension updation. He is coming, every time he is coming the way of for retirees, against the retirees, and he is the number one enemy for the retirees. 𝐕𝐸𝐾𝐚. So, the delay is going to this only.
So, pension updation can be expected after 11th October.
No, we will see, but definitely nobody can stop pension updation. Pension updation is already decided.
Nowhere linking to this.
Pension updation is already decided. What to be given is also to be decided, and our report is also to submitted to the court. I have already told you. The only thing is, it should see the day of the light. The cat must come out of the bag. For that we are waiting. I think I have given full picture.
Your untied efforts result into actions.
But actions means, see, even D.S. Rakara's he fought for 12.5 years. Even our 1684 case, we fought for 18 years. I retired in the month of 2001, April 28th. I filed the case from Andhra Pradesh. Along with followed 20 people have supported me, and we filed the case in Karnataka, Bangalore being the management's jurisdiction. Our advocate was P.S. Rajagopal. P.S. Rajagopal was 𝐈𝐶𝐽 state secretary at that time in Karnataka. That's how my acquaintance with Mr. Rajagopal. He was the state secretary of 𝐈𝐶𝐽, 𝐿𝑉 Subramanian's. So that's how my acquaintance with him, I approached him and we filed the case. And we got the judgment in our favor after 8 years in Karnataka. Against which they went to Supreme Court. In Supreme Court also we got. Totally after 18 years we got result with 9% interest, with retrospectively we got the benefit. So why I am telling this point is, any issue related to the court, if there will be delay, we have got to put up with the delay. There is no other recourse. Because the main enemy is our union leaders only. Because of them only we have been driven to the wall. So this is the question. Anyway, nobody can stop pension updation. It is nowhere in the hands of any leader or any union. Already decided. It will come automatically, and we are going to get pension updation as per ipso facto, as per 𝐈𝐵's dictum only. It is 𝐈𝐵's dictum only that is prevailing, and not by unions or anything. They go and sign on the dotted lines. Come and sign means they will go just like wagging their tails like dogs, pet dogs. They will go and sign the settlement. This is what is happening.
One man show.
It is collective begging. It is not collective bargaining. Collective bargaining gone with the wind long back, along with Parvana and Prabhatkar. No collective bargaining of Parvana and Prabhatkar. It is only collective begging. The true 𝐴 was only up to Prabhatkar. After Prabhatkar, diminishing. Even from Tarakeshwar Chakravarti, diminishing started. And it's reached its bottom rock along with in the regime of Mr. Venkatachalam. And 100% perfectly I am telling with confidence, the root cause for our miseries is Mr. Venkatachalam, no one else. All other union leaders, all other unions, constituents of 𝐕𝐸 are just dummies, including NCBE. NCBE is also no voice. What all Venkatachalam says, NCBE has to accept. All other constituents of 𝐕𝐸 has to accept. Be it is a BMS, be it is BEFI, or be it is Tommy Kadari. So this is one man show of Venkatachalam, where he has been pocketed by 𝐈𝐵. He has got a lot of gratifications from 𝐈𝐵, which I don't want to reveal. Everybody knows. It is a known fact to everybody how he got various contracts, ATM contracts and computer contracts and all these things at the base of 𝐈𝐵. It is known fact to everybody. So that being the case, you cannot expect Mr. Venkatachalam to speak on our behalf. He will definitely be his master's voice of 𝐈𝐵 only.
𝐈𝐵 agent.
There cannot be, no, I am unequivocal terms I am telling, he is the number one root cause for all of us. So anyway, it is not in his hands now. Pension updation is not in his hands now. He is only delaying. At the most he could delay. Even the CLC proceedings also, it is deliberately being delayed at the instance of Mr. Venkatachalam only. Because he knows pretty well whether he will get 5-day banking or not, nobody knows. Because the Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, they are against us. So there is an antidote, powerful lobby is there. That lobby is more powerful than your 𝐴 lobby, unions lobby. So government is also having second thought. Despite the fact it is recommended by 𝐈𝐵, they don't want to give. They are having some pause. And your 5-day banking fees cannot be, according to me, it may not come up.
Very remote.
But he is taking vengeance, Mr. Venkatachalam, by not signing the CLC proceedings. Showing some other reason or on some pretext or other, he is delaying. Anyway, now 15th is the, I think, finally they have got to sign. He could successfully drag the matter up to this CLC proceedings. Now, I think it is also not beyond his hands. And 15th, they may sign the CLC, where our 8088.DA merger and 2016 commensurating with the 2016 will come. Because unless that is resolved, pension updation cannot be given.
Yes. Interlinked.
It is interlinked. So, if you want pension updation, first CLC law, this 8088.3 merger must be done, settled. Only after that pension updation can be.
On press.
Yes. Say, it is obvious when pension updation report was already submitted by IBA. Now you can take a logical conclusion.
Yes.
Already report is submitted. So, they have to complete this ritual of 8,088 points
Bringing into online.
CLSE before the report of the submitted comes out.
Yes.
This is the crux of the problem. Certainly we will get our pension updation, nobody can stop it. But mind you, no unions, no organizations, whether it is 𝐈𝐫 or MCBE or Tom, Dick and Harry, 𝐴𝐵RF is nothing but stooge of Venkatachala. Mrs. S.C. Jain is the bootlicker of Venkatachala. So, all these things are no use.
What is the scheduled meeting on 25th September of IBA leaders?
This is only preparatory. They said no. 25th is preparatory. This type of meeting also took place some last before month. But nothing, the hidden agenda is not worked. Hidden agenda is 5-day banking for Venkatachala, prestige. He took it as a prestige issue. I think he has to come down and bow his head and sign the minutes.
In October he has to sign.
He has to sign. He will show some reason or the other. Already has told. Now, anyway, he knows pretty well that 5-day banking is not going to come. That's why he staged a national agitation dharna in the month of December. That means,
By the time this will be sent.
no. This strike notice is got diluted by itself. When he has given strike notice, where is the necessity for him to stage a dharna in Delhi Parliament, before Parliament? So that means this strike got diluted, that strike notice is also diluted. That's why they will sign on 25th, on 15th October, and this preparatory meeting is only for that. So definitely we are going to get, in my calculation, 100% we are going to get our pension updation, and in the 15th they are going to sign settlement. That CLC meeting proceedings, they will come out with minutes.
Thank you very much, sir.
I got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope is the ray of life.